But the reality is the technique is based off of Norway's lifestyle. That's not the same as in Belize. So
and
we
you can, like, twist it and make it and Belize and
exactly.
it as well.
So we have to figure out which activities actually work for people. So our process right now is we're trying to test it. So we have a group of youths that we are doing the first stage of street mediation, which is a conflict workshop. Those ones are undergoing that, and as it's going along, we're trying to find out what works and what doesn't work.
Okay, so why focus only in Belize City, or will it eventually be done across the country?
Well, our dream, I can say our vision would be that it could be also implemented throughout the entire country. From the 15 that were originally trained, we actually have representatives from the districts that were trained as well. In Belize City, we are currently implementing the first module, which is a conflict workshop. Why? Because we saw the need, as Nancy has mentioned, we see the high crime rates that is increasing and is affecting Belize City. So in order for us to be able to make a difference and assist the most vulnerable people as well, which youths are vulnerable in that process and in that part, it is important for us to start here in Belize City to see how the youths will respond to the methodology.
Okay. Question: is there anything in the future that probably other NGOs, you guys can collaborate with other NGOs throughout the country to get it done as well?
That is definitely the goal. We hope to achieve that eventually, to get everybody involved, because the whole point is to help reduce the amount of youths that catch into fights. Then that fight escalate to me to throw fists or the punch or to try attack other people. So we're really trying to reduce that by teaching them, oh, I actually could do something about this. I don't have to catch in fight. I could make a different choice.
So probably, so rather than just fighting, you and the person may talk or try have a decent discussion if that's if it's possible.
Yeah, and to add, first we were the first ones to be trained. Some 4 staff members and then other youth members from Belize City and the districts. For us, it's important because we were part of the process. We actually were trained. So the same training we're giving to the youth is something that we have actually went through. And it has, and I could speak for myself, that this training, street mediation methodology, has impacted me so much that I am seeing changes. I am actually going through the process of changing how I communicate, learn how to deal with my conflicts. Now, with the word conflict, I think a lot of people have different meanings of what conflict is. In the methodology, street mediation methodology, they introduce conflict as an energy that can be either positive or negative. It can be destructive or it can be constructive. So if we look at conflict in that aspect, it changes our perception of how things are done, how we communicate.
Instead of making conflict having that one negative meaning, you're trying to make it into something totally positive.
Yep. And how has the participants reacted to the module?
Because it's the idea of energy, knowing that you can control that energy, that has the impact. So our youths, first they're like, this is kind of interesting, this is kind of new. And internally, as they're going through the process of trying to figure out where they stand on that, sometimes they fight it, but eventually it starts to sink in and they start to change. And we've been seeing changes.
Okay. And to add to what Nancy has shared, it's very important because this methodology is very interactive. So we are learning through playing and having fun. The youths have said,
instead of having boring workshops all the time.
No, really, they enjoy it. We have sessions. The session is supposed to be 2 hours and a half. We have sessions up to 3-4 hours. And the youths are loving it. They always look forward. They will be texting me, so when is the next session? Because they're really excited to attend because we're able to play, have fun, and they reflect on the messages that each activity has. They're able to discuss openly what they're understanding, how can they relate it to their own life. And some of them share, I've been in conflict with this and that. And because last time we talked about communication, now I'm trying to, apply it at home, at school. So that is the best thing for us to hear, that these youths are learning and are applying what they're learning in our session, which is the best thing that can happen.
Okay, so now we will go into our second commercial break for the show.
Gal can catch a fire. if you wine in the road. Rock out on the line in the road. All the treasure I wanna find in the road. Don't stop signing on the road. Girl, if you wine in the road. Rock out on the line in the road. All the treasure I wanna find in the road. Don't stop signing on the road. Bounce and wanna feed the girl them bubble pan. If you love to see the girl them a bubble, put up your hand. You play a song, the girl star bus blank. Nobody girl them time, play a song, the girl white. Big selector a play, you no rookie. Catch the baseline, watch the girl them a should be. Hey, when the girl them a dip it and a drop it, you a funny man. If you not happy, follow me then. Y'all a dash out, so me glad me come out. Ready Philip, what you talking about? Road me live, me no want see no house. We a rave and a wave.
For that special someone, choose wisely, use responsibly.
Thinking about getting a new number just for your home or business? Well, Smart's got the answer for you. Introducing Smart's new home phone bundle package. Get the AWP Z100 and the Yagi antenna, both for only $199 with caller ID, SMS, call history, and more. Smart's new home phone. It's affordable, it's dependable, and guess what? It's portable. Don't miss a thing. Get all your calls for your home and business. Visit any showroom and get your home phone today.
Smart, bringing people together.
Looking for a new lunch spot? Well, welcome to Tony's Barbecue, serving Belize City from Northern Highway outside of Sayview Supermarket. Seating is available, or you can quickly take your lunch to go. Tony's Barbecue is open Thursday to Saturday on the Northern Highway. Tony's Barbecue serves a variety of meats, including chicken, beef, and pork. A wide selection of choices for your meal. From kebabs to ribs to steak or sausages, served with beans and tortillas. Drinks are also available for purchase. We hope to see you soon. Tony's Barbecue. I'm
tearing up this rubber.
Let's say the culture here is a little diverse. For example, our languages. The official is English, some people speak Spanish, others speak Creole. Some of us also speak Garifuna and 3 different Maya dialects. It's amazing, right? But above all, we all speak one language in common. One that doesn't need dictionaries, because instead of letters and words, it uses hugs and smiles. The same language as sharing a Coca-Cola, the language of happiness.
BFLA Youth Center provides safe, comfortable, and confidential services for youths ages 10 to 24 years.
Become a member of our Youth Advocacy Movement, or YAM, and actively participate in our trainings, interactive discussions, community outreach activities, and excellent opportunities to build your professional resume.
Make that difference. Join us at the BFLA Youth Center.
It's always someplace safe to go, offering positive things to do.
Visit us today at 2621 Mercy Lane or call 203-1018.
The Belize Family Life Association Youth Center, making a positive difference.
Hummingbird Furnishings is proud of its unique blend of wicker, rattan, wood, bamboo, and resin outdoor products made for domestic and commercial use. We continually strive not only to create beautiful work of art, but furniture that will last a lifetime. Each piece is intricately hand-woven and manufactured with the finest materials and craftsmanship available. Thorough inspections are executed as products progress through each department, assuring our customers the highest quality. Let us help you to create your very own masterpiece. Visit us in San Pedro, Placencia, or Belmopan. Browse our website www.hummingbirdfurnishings.com or call us at 822-3164. Hummingbird Furnishings, beautiful furniture built to last a lifetime.
Big Chatz, great vision, greater action.
generation. By youths, for youths, building our nation. Coming to you live, bringing you facts. Youths on the movement, call it Big Chatz. Great vision, great direction. By youths, for youths, building our nation. Coming to you live, bringing you facts. Youths on the movement, call it Big Chatz. That's right, we back on the movement. Fresh new season, fresh new blueprint. Talking about issues facing our youth, inspiring the nation, delivering truth on violence, poverty, sexual health, and a lot more topics that are so heartfelt. Misinformation causing distress, got youths crying out, we need some help, so we reach out with a brand new vibe. Love TV, more FM, we live. Keep you entertained while giving you stats. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back.
And we're back here on Big Chatz Live on Love TV and More FM. For today's topic, we're discussing with the Belize Red Cross. And you're watching Big Chatz Live on Love TV and More FM. Yes. Straight over to Crystal.
Thanks, Nerlan. We have a winner for our second giveaway, and that person is Kyle Carter. Congratulations. You can pick up your prize at 2621 Mercer Lane during normal working hours between the days of Monday to Friday. And please bring along an identification card. And the answer to that question is lithium, and the classification is alkali. And I would like to give out the third question while we're at it. Third question, our third giveaway is a Belize Red Cross gift basket. And the question is, name 2 programs that the Belize Red Cross is currently running. You can text your answer to our number at 623-8490, and please include your first and last name in the text as well.
All right, thanks, Crystal.
Okay, so I know during the break we were talking about, what's the name? The giraffe language. Yes. So could you go more in depth on that?
We would like to do a little demonstration, and then from there go a little bit more with the explanation of it. So I have my friend here. Can I?
Yeah, you could say. You could say.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. You're gonna start with the argument.
Okay. So in giraffe language, we usually have giraffes and wolves. So I'm going to be a wolf. Evelyn, you finished that document yet?
No, I haven't finished it.
Seriously? I give it to you for almost a week now. I can't take this no more. You did do this 4 times now. I can't deal with this. I need that document right now.
I'm sorry, Nancy.
No, I don't hear your excuses every single time. The excuse. In order to change, the document need to be yeah now and in order yeah.
You know, at this moment, I really feel really like frustrated because
always frustrated. Always frustrated. That one thing after the next. You need to learn to deal with this. This is not your home life. This is work. You either act like a professional or you don't. Done.
I would wish that you would listen to me in order for us to be able to come up with...
I look like a genie. I know to grant no wishes. I need my work done. It need to get done now, or we want to deal with this a different way.
I really feel you're not understanding. I really wish that you and I could just sit down and discuss.
You don't understand me. I tell you, I need this thing now. Okay. I think you understand what the wolf is like.
Okay.
Now 2, we can demonstrate now 2 giraffes.
Yep.
Now Nancy's gonna...
So now I will become the giraffe. Evelyn, can I please have the document that I requested a while ago?
Nancy, I really have to apologize first. You know I have been late. I've been late with the report. But you know I've been dealing with some stuff, but I do compromise to meet the deadline, and I really apologize for the delay.
I will have to admit I feel very frustrated right now because this document is very important for us to get our job done. I need it to be done within the next couple hours.
I understand, and I wish that in the future, I could come to you and explain to you what's happening, because I did have some trouble in finishing the report, and maybe I should have come to you for help, and I didn't, so I have to accept responsibility for that, because you know what, I left it on the back burner, and I never took the initiative to come and ask you for help, so I'm sorry, and I wish that we're able to communicate better, and so that I'm able to meet my deadline.
Yep, and I definitely hope that in the future we can talk about if there are problems, because these documents are extremely important for us. So I need us to communicate, and I need us to get our work done on time.
I agree.
Okay, thanks very much. That was really nice. I enjoyed it.
I think more people in our society need to do the giraffe language.
Okay, so the wolf is the person who is agitated, angry, and the giraffe is the one who is very calm. And then you switch it, and then the two giraffes and discussed it without getting at each other's throat.
And if you notice, one giraffe attacking, one wolf attacking, and the giraffe, even if the giraffe tried, the wolf was keeping with the you language. You. And actually, that's a lot of type of communications that we have, that we're always trying to find the blame on others. With the giraffe language, what we're seeking to achieve is to actually come up with a compromise for both persons to actually discuss and see what are the challenges. There, if you notice, I mentioned what I felt, I feel this way. The other giraffe mentioned, I feel this. So we're able to state how we're feeling, what we want, or what we wish to improve the situation.
Instead of getting angry.
Exactly. We also could state things that we observe. For instance, I observed that, or I observed that the report is not in my desk. That's an observation. You're still a giraffe, but you're observing that the report is still not there. So that is making her frustrated, as she stated, because I was not able to meet my deadline. Okay. But there, we both compromise and say, you know what? In the future, we both can try to improve this. So there, I took responsibility for not complying with what is requested of me.
Is there any way that this program, this street mediation, can be done in probably high schools or tertiary institutions across the country?
It's something that we've discussed about for a while. In Norway, it has never been done within the school systems. It's mostly done, that's why the street part of it, kind of with community youths or community people. So we would like to see how we can adapt it towards that in the future, because it's obviously something good to learn, because as you see, the wolf is aggressive. The wolf does not care about your feelings. The wolf wants what they want, and they need it now.
I think sometimes I'm a wolf. I need to be more like the giraffe.
Yes.
We all do.
Yes.
We all do. We all do.
Everybody has a little wolf in them,
or
so
have,
that's okay.
Or have a little bit of both, part giraffe, part wolf. No, not really?
No.
We encourage more of the full giraffe, because what we're saying is the giraffe doesn't have to be, the meek person that says, okay, anything you say, I'll do it. No, the giraffe states what you feel. If you don't like something, you state it, but you state it in a way that you take ownership.
So being assertive but polite as well.
Exactly.
Yes, very good, yes.
Okay.
Because what is important there, and if you notice, you use the giraffe, right? The giraffe is the animal with the biggest heart.
It is.
It is. The giraffe has the biggest heart with all the animals. Has a long neck. So there's a lot. And what does that tell you? That the giraffe tries to have a bigger vision from far. And you being a giraffe means that you're listening with your heart. I'm not trying to attack her. I'm not trying for her to feel bad. But what I'm trying is to understand what she's going through and how I can help. But at the same time, how she can help herself, because she needs to also compromise for something. But the wolf, no, the wolf wants to tear you apart. The giraffe, no. The giraffe has the biggest heart because he wants to understand and be able to provide assistance and support if needed, but at the same time be there to listen, which a lot of the times whenever we're in conflicts or arguments, we don't listen. We're always there just trying to get our point across, and we don't listen.
And that goes along with what happens in conflicts. In conflicts, we kind of start to lose focus of what caused the problem, and we start to look at the person, and you are the bad one. You never do this. I remember that time way back when I called you and you never call me back. Everything starts to flood back, and you no longer see the problem, you see this person, the bad person.
It becomes personal.
Yes, it becomes very personal. And this is what giraffe language is teaching you. Own your feelings, and in that way you kind of, like the giraffe, look at everything from above. Using your long neck, you look at the situation for what it actually is, and not take all that personal stuff and attack the person.
So how many people are actually in the street mediation thing at this point?
Well, we had 15 instructors that were trained. We were certified as street mediators. So 15 of us, 13 of us, two persons are out of the country. Presently, we're working with 15 youths in Belize City.
Age range?
From ages 12 and up to 23. 23 is the oldest person. And we use one of the tools that is used within the methodology is the circle process, whereby we're all the same. When we discuss, nobody's smarter or better than the other. We use the circle process. So we allow every person to be able to share what they're going through and what they're understanding and ask questions as well.
Okay, so now we will go to the drug tip.
Chances are, though, that you'll wind up feeling better about yourself if you do what you think is right for you. If the pressure to try drugs is getting to you, try new things to do and stay away from the people who try to influence you. And even better yet, stand up to them and let them know that you are not going to do drugs. Just say it's not that hard. Say no, I won't use drugs.
Okay, and now we will go to the communications corner because I think Crystal has a winner for us.
Yes, we have a winner for our last question, and that person is Miss Agnes Herbert. Congratulations, and you can pick up your prize at 2621 Mercy Lane during normal working hours between the days of Monday to Friday. And the answer to that question is first aid, disaster preparedness, youths against for change, nurses aid training, and so on. Back to you.
All right then, thanks.
Okay, so I know during the break we were discussing how the name Street Mediation came about. So would you like to divulge in that a little bit for us?
It was kind of that initiative because there in mediation there's very formal mediation and this is more casual mediation. So basically what happened in Norway, the youths were trying to come up with something hip, something cool for the youths, and they thought about what does street mediation actually do. It's teaching us how to deal with conflicts on our own personal time. So it's kind of like on the street. Not saying that, when you see two people fight, you run in the middle and be like, yo, I am a street mediator, I can do this. We don't do that. But it's kind of knowing how to deal with when you get into a conflict on your daily life.
Okay.
What could I do,
Okay.
So also when you were discussing about the circle process, so what all would consist of that?
Okay, the conflict workshop that we're presently implementing has different activities that will relate to different topics. The one we just demonstrated was nonviolent communication. Okay. We have had also, presently we're working with triggers, water bombs and shields, how do we react to situations that are beyond our control? What do we do when we're angry? So now every activity that we do after the activity is finished, sometimes it's a game, an interactive game, then we have thematic focus, meaning that we go back to the chair and we reflect. So what did we learn from this activity? And that's where the youths are going to start to brainstorm and say, oh, you know what, I can connect this activity to my daily life. I was just fighting with my sibling, with my little brother, because he's annoying all the time. So they go back and reflect on their own personal life, and then they start to, come up with ideas. And some of them ask questions, and the same participants would give them feedback or recommendations of what to do in situations that they have.
So that circle is like being reflective, like a mirror, something like, and then coming up with suggestions how to deal with certain things.
The circle is there because it allows us to see each other. There's no person's back to anyone. We are all open in the circle, and it is really giving the youths a voice. Some of the youths that we're currently working with right now, they say that they've never been able to talk about some of the issues with anybody because they said that when they try to talk to people, people make fun of them or they belittle their ideas. But in this circle, it's safe. Whatever they say, they say. And because it's a very, very individual process, it's a lot of reflection. So sometimes the reflection is very intense. Sometimes, especially when we do have a youth currently that is in a not so good neighborhood with a not so good lifestyle, and right now they're struggling with trying to figure out how to deal with that. How this is my life. How can I be the giraffe when my life is surrounded by wolves?
Okay, so now we will jump into Youth on Blast.
Youth on blast, big Chatz giving you that youth on blast. Actors, rappers, show your craft. Dancers, singers, do your thing. Can I get a couple of them poets in? Can I hear that spoken word? Voice of the youth messages out to the world, painting pictures in your mind. This that place and it's that time for youth on blast, 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 youth on blast. For GPPYAM. Youth on Blast on Big Chatz is being brought to you by the Global Porridge Project and Youth Voices.
Good afternoon, Belize, and welcome to another segment of Youth and Blast on Big Chatz, brought to you by Youth Voices and the Global Porridge Project. My name is Raheem, and right now I have another up-and-coming artist who's really been making a name for himself in the music business, Unlimited.
Yeah, what up, Belize, something to everybody. Yeah, me there, you know.
Alright, Unlimited, just tell me and tell everybody a little bit about you.
Well, alright, starting with Unlimited, my genre are basically reggae, dancehall, punta rap, and soca. So basically you could say unlimited, you know, we do everything. You see it?
Alright, in aspects or in regards to Youth Voices, how do you become part of it?
Well, for Saturday me and him walk out, and we say, well, alright then, make me just go check say what Youth Voices got for offer. And so far, so good. You know, the first impression, I mean, a nice impression, sir, is the part I don't know. And also, not to run too long, but Youth Voices also to help me bring out my new mixtape entitled My Affairs.
Speaking about your new mixtape, My Affairs or Your Affairs, which one?
Well, My Affairs, that's the real name.
Well, tell me about it.
Well, My Affairs basically a family-oriented album with 6 songs. We got a couple reggae, a couple dancehall, and I make sure that I put in one soca for people that will love carnival and what's not. You understand me?
As an artist in Belize, where you see your